Diversify or die, that's a strategy that many corporations have adopted in the last decade. Diversification opens up new opportunities for firms and can help them survive in a crowded market.
April Hong has been speaking to Associate Professor Chen Chien-Ming from NTU's Nanyang Business School about what it takes for companies to successfully diversify their businesses.
As we know, diversification happens when a company enters a new market in addition to the company's original core business. Therefore, its implementation usually entails quite a substantial amount of capital investment and resource reallocation within the parent company. In addition, after diversification, a company must also adapt its organizational design and culture to embrace the new multi-business environment. So diversification is a very important strategic decision to make, and it must be made by carefully comparing the long-term costs and benefits. When the inclusion of a new business can create significant synergies that would not be possible if the new business operates as an independent business, a company should consider diversifying into that new business. In other words, successful diversification should make 1 + 1 greater than 2. Company may have different reasons for diversification, but among them, I think seeking economies of scope is one of the main reasons. A recent research actually published last year reviewed the diversification process of more than 100,000 company cases since the 90s. Interestingly, this study finds two important trends. First, over the years, the average level of diversification has been declining, which suggests that most companies nowadays are focused on narrow diversifications. Second, this study also finds that companies are getting increasingly more value from diversification now as compared to 20 or 30 years ago. So companies nowadays definitely are in a more advantageous position than before to consider diversification as part of their growth strategies, especially in this environment full of risk and uncertainty. So in the current environment of coronavirus outbreak, they will have alternatives material to source from in order to maintain the continuity of their production process. Because smaller and younger companies are usually not as resourceful as larger companies, we know that most small firms only focus on a single line of business and only a small fraction of them diversify. But one recent research published in Small Business Economics looked at the survival rate of diversified small firms. This study finds that when diversification is implemented either in the early phase of the company's operation or after 6 or 7 years of their business, diversification increases their survival rates. Therefore, diversification can still offer substantial growth opportunities to small firms, but because of the inherent resource constraint, small firms entrepreneurs should either pre-plan their diversification strategy before starting up their company or only consider it after their main business is sufficiently stabilized, for example, after 6 or 7 years of operations.